This is Bye Bye Money and welcome to my channel. And in this video I'll go over some of my losing trades that I had on my live stream. But if you look in the bottom left of the screen, you can see that I'm currently positive right now. And so after the stream I took some more trades. I had to go full panda mode and 100% focus, and I was able to come out green plus way more. And so I will go over my losing trades and also the trades I took after the stream ended. My first losing trade on the stream was around 9:35 Eastern time, and when this trade happened, I thought that we hit the top of the trading range. And after hitting the top of the trading range, I saw that we were making lower highs. And I saw this Pikachu, and I think this Pikachu got me kind of excited. Pikachus are generally high probable setups, but as you can see, it does reverse with another Pikachu. How do I know this is a Pikachu? Well, because it's a dark red number, which is a second entry, inside a magenta box. So, what is a Pikachu? A Pikachu is a second entry along with a trap. And so, how does it look like? Well, you have the second entry here. A, B, C, and then A, which is the second entry short. But you also have this A, B, C, and actually by one tick it goes up and fails and reverses. And so this is the trap along with the second entry. And so this looks like a tail of a Pikachu, and this is why we call it a Pikachu. I don't know how many times I have to explain that, but that's what a Pikachu is. And so I got excited about the Pikachu. Saw this strong bear bar, top of the trading range, and closing near its low. And the thing is about the Pikachu is that this is actually the signal bar right here. And so I didn't want to enter in with this bar. It was essentially a engulfing or outside bar. And so I wanted a retracement, and so I waited for the retracement. I came in. I saw this strong, or I saw a bearish bar ending near its low, and so I came with the retracement, got the retracement, thought I was lucky because I got in with the retracement, but ended up getting bit. Now what happened here? What did I miss when I had so many things going for me? The main thing is context. We were in a trading range. In a trading range, if you want to trade the top of the trading range or bottom of the trading range, you need a major trend reversal. Major trend reversal did not happen. Here is the trend line up. Trend line up comes up, and once it breaks below the trend line, you're expecting a retest of this high after the first break. The reason being is because traders are typically not that confident after the first break of a trend line. There's so many failed breakdowns that traders typically want to retest, create a double top, and then trade on the lower high. And so what I should have waited for is after this break of trend, I should have waited for a two-legged pullback back up. And then some people could trade this two-legged pullback, but I typically like to ensure the greater than 90% probability, wait for the lower high two-legged pullback. And so this is kind of what I'm looking for. It's a two-legged pullback back up to retest the highs. But in this leg, you have this two-legged pullback. I'm looking for two-legged pullback with a lower high here. So that's what I look for in terms of price action. But I was eager, and because, the thing about live trading, people don't know who don't do live trades is, and something I'm getting used to still. I've only been consistently streaming since last week, and so I'm still kind of getting over that pressure that I feel that I need to get into trades because people are watching. And so until that completely goes away, I'll probably make mistakes like this time and time again. But and also, this is the reason why don't follow my trades on the stream. Please, I'm a panda, and yeah, don't trust any pandas out there. So I should have waited for this break, because this is the first break. I should have actually waited for the retest in the second push down. So that was my first loss, my mistake. This trade here, you can see I actually win this trade and scalp out. And so right now we're at negative 200 with this winner, negative 150. And then this is the second loss that I took. To be honest, I was really my bias was that we were going to come back into this trading range and retest the highs one more time. But I do not know, I should not have been thinking that. But at the time, that's what I was thinking. I thought we were going to retest the highs here, but there are basically already so many retests of the highs here that you had two trading ranges going on. You had this trading range up here, and then you also had this trading range down here. So we had two trading ranges, and we already broke down from this trading range and we started creating another trading range. That's one of the things about the trading range indicator, is that it only detects one trading range at a time, and the trading range indicator at this time thought that this was another trading range, or this was all part of one big trading range, and because of that, I thought we were at the bottom of the trading range, which we were actually, but there are a lot of things I should have considered. Since I thought we're in the bottom of the trading range, I thought that we would come back up at least to the top of the trading range here, but I should have considered that we were basically in two, you can see with your eyes here, two trading ranges here. So that's why the trading range indicator is just a tool. You have to make sure you know what you're doing. But I saw this, thought we're in the bottom trading range, came back up, and I didn't want to enter here. This is a two-legged pullback at the bottom of the trading range. That's what I was thinking. And it popped up and it created this strong entry bar, strong bull entry bar. So I said, okay, if I can come with a retracement, then I would want to get into this trade. So I came in, put my limit order right here. But before my limit order was hit, actually the perfect scalp was hit first. What I should have done is immediately got rid of my limit order. But I think because I was on the stream, I wanted to still get in this trade, and I felt that pressure. I thought maybe there was a chance, and lo and behold, I made a mistake, and I immediately knew the moment it hit. It happened so fast. It spiked up, basically made that perfect scalp and reversed on me, and I couldn't really even like process. I should have thought, maybe one or two steps ahead and said, if this made a perfect scalp, get rid of the order. But I wasn't thinking that fast at the time. And it hit, reversed, and then stopped me out right here. So on the stream, I was negative 350, 2 losers, 1 winner. And hopefully, because of those things, you guys were able to learn a lot from my mistakes. And my loss is your gain, let's just say. After the stream, after those 2 losses, I wanted to kind of focus a little bit. And I wanted to go full panda mode and really focus on the charts here. And didn't want any of the pressure of the stream. And I wanted to trade the way that I wanted to trade without any of those restrictions. And so I ended the stream and continued to trade a little bit more. Not only that, after this breakdown, I knew that we were in a downtrend. And so I was starting to look for second entry shorts. So the stream ends maybe around this time here. And I start to focus on my trading on myself. And the strong downtrend, my first trade off stream, we have a channel here, and I took this trap here, as you can see. The thing about this as well is that I started to trade with a couple more contracts. Because I'm on the stream, I typically trade only one contract because I know that I could mess up. I know that the stream will make me do things that I sometimes would not normally do without the stream. And so my trading does degrade on the streams, as I said many times before. And yeah, so that's why I only trade one contract. But also my capital, that's a pretty good size for that capital, but the size of my capital does allow me to trade more than one contract. I can trade, up to pretty much 9 or 10 contracts with full margins. But I like to have some risk management here in my capital. So, but I started to trade with 2 contracts when I started to be able to focus. And since then, I knew that we were in a downtrend. After this got me out, I knew that we're in a downtrend. So I saw this trap here, 2-legged pullback, A, B, C, reverses here, makes less than a scalper's profit, hits the top of this, hits the bottom of this trading range, acting as resistance now, and then reverses, and I took this scalp here. And I was able to scalp out pretty quickly. So now I'm up 100 right here. And then after I saw a 2-legged pullback here, it goes like this. A, B, C all in one, and then reverses here. And I took this short right here. So the 2-legged pullbacks right here, two-legged pullback, and then it reverses right here. And I took a short right here with a retracement. And not only that, I had a runner. So I scalped out right here in my runner, the top of this trading range. And I scalped out right there with a runner. And my next trade I actually took on the 10K chart. The 10K chart, I saw Pikachu on the 10K chart. Again, Pikachu is a second entry with a second entry trap. A, B, C, so that's your second entry short. And here's your second entry long, failed second entry long. Makes less than a point right here, makes less than a scalp. And on the 10K chart, on a strong downtrend, if you get a Pikachu that goes with your trade, whew, that is such a high probable trade. I actually traded here with 4 contracts because that is so rare. A Pikachu on the 10K chart with trend is such a, in my opinion, such a rare trade, but it's such a high probable setup. And with a runner, and I was able to scalp out really quick and then hit my runner right here. I could have done a longer runner, but it's so rare to have gaps in the 10K chart. But there was a gap trade, like gap right here. You could have had this runner and held it for a very long time. But I just wanted to protect my profits right there. And my last trade of the day so far, I may trade some more, but I'm thinking we're going to be pretty much consolidation for maybe the rest of the day. But I took this, look at this trap right here, sketchy. But I took this trap here as well. And the reason why I took that trap, this trap right here, is because we have a measure move. And so we had a measure move from this high to this low, which is this line right here. And if I move this line to the pivot high here, we see that we have a measure move to this horizontal line. Now this horizontal line was hit and then broken down. And the thing is about these measure moves is that typically, if that does happen, it will be a fail breakdown. That it'll come down and come back up. And I felt that the measure move, since the measure move was hit, that we might have a strong reversal here. And I would start to look for a trap. And so our trap trade here is right here. We have A, B, C, and then a reversal here on second entry, and that makes less than a scalper's profit and reverses, and I took this trap. That's it. That's all I had for this small video. Hope it's been beneficial for you, and as always, happy trading and God bless.